Hello, leaders. Welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges, the daily show that provides tips and techniques to help you navigate the leadership challenges you face every day. I'm your host, Paul Grau Jr. from the CLC Team, and we work primarily with military leaders to help them be the absolute best leader they can be. Our primary goal here is to help you lead from your very best self. Because let's face it, everyone deserves a great leader. So let's jump right into today's topic.
So today I want to talk about something that had a big impact on me, and it was something that one of the guys shared with the entire group of over 100 guys last weekend at the mastermind meetup I attended. This guy shared how he used to always ask his wife how much things cost. After she'd go shopping, she'd come home, and one of the first things that he would ask her is, how much did that cost? Now, he told us that this was kind of a habit for him since he was a finance guy, and it wasn't really a money issue because they could afford it. However, what his wife really heard, the way his wife interpreted his question about the cost was that she wasn't worth it. He was asking her how much it cost, and she heard, "You're not worth it." Man, that was like a gut punch for me, because I instantly realized that I too ask my wife how much things cost quite often. And I wondered if she interpreted it the same way. I wondered if she was hearing me say that she wasn't worth it. Well, Mondays are our date nights, and I made sure I brought it up to my wife during our conversation. First of all, I apologized for having a sort of default for asking how much things cost, and I in no way ever meant to give her the impression that she wasn't worth it. Luckily for me, my wife laughed it off and told me that she's just as guilty as I am about asking about costs. But the point is, we had a great conversation about it, and we agreed that we would be careful about asking about the cost of things in the future. This whole thought about being worth it started me thinking about leadership. Does a similar interpretation occur for leaders when we are asked questions about how much we are spending? If somebody asks us how much we're spending on our training and development budget, or our travel budget, or our research and development budget, do we interpret that as them telling us that we're not worth it? Or do we interpret it as them telling us that they don't trust us? I think it's easy to interpret it that way. I also think that our people can interpret it the same way, as in we don't think that they're worth investing in, or that maybe we don't trust them. This is especially true when organizations aren't willing to invest in our personal and professional development. So what about you? Do you ever ask questions that may have people interpreting them in a way that they may think you're saying they're not worth it or that you don't trust them? If so, how can you reword the questions that you're asking? Or better yet, how can you eliminate the questions altogether to show them that you do trust them and that you do appreciate their talents, gifts, and dedication and the work that they do? So today I challenge you to think about the questions you are asking your people. Put yourself in their place and think about how they are interpreting your questions. Are they questioning whether or not you think they are worth it or whether you trust them or not? If so, maybe you need to have a discussion similar to the one I had with my wife. Hey, it couldn't hurt, right?
Hey, as always, thank you for listening. So we have some big things going on here with our online membership group for leaders. It's actually growing, and we're adding a new group specifically for military leaders. Now, we're still working out all the details and bonuses that will be included. But for now, please help us spread the word. This group will be a place where military leaders can learn new skills, refine older skills, and have deep discussions with like-minded leaders who actually get exactly where other military leaders are coming from. We're going to tap into everyone's expertise, and the group members will help bring out the very best in each other. So keep tuned in, and please be sure to let any military leader that you know about this group, and that will be up and running very, very soon. This is going to be different than any other leadership development group out there. So be ready and get excited. Hey, that's it for today. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges.